To see so much from KC here.
Certainly is the case, as we do see Astral taking over. At least gets past one, and that demo is very happy. Oh, Astral! How have you missed that?
More just to isolate one of the Queso players.
The top team in Europe is taking it to number 2 as Joyo secures a gorgeous double tap.
You have all this pressure from Dignitas, and then another massive...
Cooks it. He's gone. Also, Rai almost got taken out. Well, if you didn't know the game plan here, you certainly know it at this point, but right, he's downfield. Redirect! What a goal!
Oh, my word! Just the demos coming in. Kuxa has to get rid, does so in the path of Rai, who just beautifully ballets around the ball, and below the crossbar, it will fall. 13 seconds.
In mind as version 1 put their second in.
And it's off of another bump play from Calm. He's being aggressive. And this is a big question now. When version 1 are on fire and they get things moving like a well-oiled machine, things are working well, how do you counter them? What do you do against Calm? Do you fight fire with fire? Do you just beat...
Who's got the one miracle play with the last few moments left? Rise. He's up. He's unchallenged for the longest time. Over the top of one. Gets the second. And Rise might have done it.
He ascends to the ceiling and rises to the occasion. Huge bump after the reset. Outplays the first challenge. And with only a second left, it looks like K2 have done it.
Against all the pressure, against the lower bracket, and against Endpoint, have they done the job they had to do? Yes, they have. Team Queso have got their second tournament victory. They are the Copa de Rocket League champions.
Inspired attempt. I think they wanted some type of wacky midair pinch, and then they both just realized it wasn't going to happen. And again, he saved it. It went out. Are you kidding? I thought for sure that was just the clear. But here, he's got an open net. Nobody was back in position for KC.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a tall task tonight because I feel like Utah is one of those teams where they play up to the potential of their my gosh, talk about a double right here. Burst with a nice redirect.
That was so beautifully done off the wall. Oh my goodness, honestly, that'd
be great. Actually, a weird bump play. This is awkward. Soft double commit from Williams Resolve, and I mean, honestly, it was always going to come down to a game 5 overtime. Bass, like, this is just how it's going to continue. This is how it's going to be for the rest of the tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Williams Resolve. If I'm completely honest, it's game 5s, it's overtimes, it's reverse sweep successes, it's reverse sweep denials. This is the way we play, and we're chilling. That was fine. I wasn't worried at all, but unfortunately, Queso, it's very awkward for Williams Resolve right here. They scramble it off the line. Can they deny it again? They can. It's easy, honestly. But I don't know about this. The demo comes in, the double tap attempt, the pre-flip from Sizen, and he has it open net. He's not going to find it, though. It's off the crossbar, off the post. I've forgotten my woodwork terms. Bass, take it from me, please. What am I supposed to say? It's been ended.
That went in for Luminosity across 20 minutes in the tournament that Luminosity have.
Apart from Scrub, who is then from Scotland, and then Jory is from, oh my god, why am I forgetting where Jory is from?
He's from the Netherlands.
Netherlands, that's the one. I was going to say Dutchland, but that's just not right at all. It's barely a word.
Not quite. Breezy there at the near post to save.
It was also crossbar down, so pixels from it going just about in the net, but Jory is finding Scrub in the midfield. Yet again, Jory has no one to rely on, and so just goes for a shot himself. I was looking midfield from his perspective, and yet he had his eyes daggered on the goal.
You weren't the only one, pal. I think the person in goal as well.
It was guaranteed top 3 spot. They secured their spot in the major. Relating wave. Banked one off the ceiling for Seiko. Double on the way. Right down the middle.
Oh, beautiful work here from Seiko. He's a dangerous man, and you see why. Getting up so quick to beat out 2 defenders. See you later as he scores a beautiful double for Endpoint.
Favored situation as a team, and they're going to continue going for those bumps here. Apparently, Jack off the backboard, sends it home, just below the crossbar. Fantastic play from Dignitas, and an amazing finish from Jack, jumping up backwards. What a legend.
I feel like you do not teach that in Rocket League school. If you're saying, look, I want to make it to Supersonic Legend.
Wins. So at least you don't have that big fat 0 on your standings. And a lot of the players on RIT have known each other for years. Sunblaze, Sebward, Jakub even. Because back when RIT competed in their most recent CRL in 2019, 2020, they had 2 rosters. They had RIT Black, RIT Orange, and then that's where Jakub was playing for RIT Black and the rest on RIT Orange. Now they've combined to form maybe this super roster, the Avengers of Rocket League, if you will, to see if RIT,
Plan right now is, well, let's just see if we can create a scoring chance and then go for the top corner. And they're not really thinking about surviving in the offense. They're not really thinking about, oh, wait a minute. They're thinking about own goals.
You've got competition.
Where did this one come from? That looked like it was just going to be a routine clear. And then all of a sudden, Rise just slammed in his own net.
So physical here from Dignitas, and it just made K-Cop look so uncomfortable on the defense. And that's got to be a real tilter for them there, as they just never felt comfortable, as there was so much disruption from the Dignitas rotate out.
Explosions going off everywhere here, but Orb, where else have they been going off?
Well, I mean, I'm still kind of...
But who's got the one miracle play with the last few moments left? Rise, he's up, he's unchallenged for the longest time. Over the top of one, gets the second, and Rise might have done it.
He ascends to the ceiling and rises to the occasion. Huge bump after the reset, outplays the first challenge, and with only a second left.
You know, Achieves, some people think of the greatest of all time being someone like Turbo Pulsar. You know, T-Bates is very big on saying the 4-time, the machine. Some people value previous success, like those who think K-Dop might be the greatest of all time. And then there are the intellectuals among us who fully understand that Spuda is the greatest player that has ever lived in all of Rocket League. And the fact that Ghost let him go might actually be almost as bad. Actually, it probably is worse than the Red Sox selling Babe Ruth.
That is an angle that you don't see very often at all.
Coming in, he can't quite get a read, but he puts it on a plate for CRR.
It's open.
Capitalism reads it. Ivan, he tries to just dodge past the ball and then fake it out.
For the fake, Rise trying to take advantage of the space, but he can't do so. That up to the backboard. Joyo's found the shot. He's found the bottom corner, and he finds the winner for Queso, sending Williams Resolve home and ending our hopes of the major berth.
All right, well, there you have it. Listen, shout out to Bass from the Past and Months for putting on a great show.
Amazing.
Queso winning that one. I wish, as much as we were doing a listen in, and that's a great, terrific cast, by the way, from them. But if you could have heard the screams echoing through our Discord as well, that was a lot of back and forth.
Across both teams, finished off with a single touch. 2 goals for 0-0 Nation, though. It's not really enough, is it?
Well, maybe. 25 seconds left. If they can score from this.
Don't do that.
Things get intriguing. I will do that, mate. I will do that when there's 2 goals needed with 30 seconds. Objectively, that is very doable. Less so now. You know,
they need to get as many goals as they have done in the games 1 and 2 combined.
Let me introduce you to a game called Rocket League, Stumpy, a game where weird things happen and suddenly goals are scored and players that haven't done anything will pop off with 4 treble flip resets in 16 seconds, all right? It can be done. And just because it wasn't in that occasion and you ultimately ended up being right, doesn't mean that you were right to call me out for trying to make the cast interesting, all right, buddy?
That does end up being 14 goals scored for Dignitas and 4 on the side of 0-0 Nation in total. That is one.
See, that is one aspect that has also been utilized from Stockton, is getting these key bumps at really inopportune times for Stockton.
The physical play paying off for them, but also just taking a shot when it's afforded to him. And look at the flip reset here from Drip. He'll put the fourth one away for Stockton.
And look at that. The first, he flips into that. And you could see how well he recovered. Lost a lot of his momentum, but just stayed on the ball.
Times it's reverse sweep successes. It's reverse sweep denials. This is the way we play. And we're chilling. That was fine. I wasn't worried at all. But unfortunately, Queso, it's very awkward for Williams Resolve right here. They scramble it off the line. Can they deny it again? They can. It's easy, honestly. But I don't know about this. The demo comes in. The double tapper.
In this game 3. Reticence. But it's coming in mid. J-Wiz shuts it down again.
Oh, and J-Cube gets back to block out the net.
Solo play. Solo.
No, he sees Roz. Roz will help him out. J-Cube now going for the pass middle. J-Cube for the win! It's good! Oakland win in game 3.
And look at J-Wiz, man, out to Roz. J-Wiz said, let me get up one more time off that backboard. J-Cube, finish it for me, please! Oh, man.
Which has been a much more defended option from Queso. Wait a minute, that's actually almost on target. It's off the crossbar and in from the own goal. Relating Wave couldn't read the...
Mine is much more short term, and I feel... is mine short term? I don't even know anymore. Kind of forgot what I said. Calming Corp lose, brackets again. Stubbornly don't change roster for spring and keep losing, brackets again. My issue that I have had with KC, and I really laid into Astra a lot yesterday for this, and then they won, which again, I love to see them win because I think that's what they need to be doing. But the fact that I was surprised to see them win was not a good sign. I don't think that roster works. I don't think Astral is nearly the player that everybody gives him credit to be, including pro players who will disagree with me for hours on end as to why I'm wrong with that. He has not been that player for a very long time. I think, you know, maybe there's a team out there that will facilitate him like a first killer type thing where he just needs to make a couple of changes and then they're right at the top. Whatever. Astro has not done that. That is a team that needs to make a change in one way or another to elevate everyone.
No way.
You're certainly paving the way and making everything look great, man. Any shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
Yeah. Shout out Queen Elizabeth. Feel better, Lizzie. I know COVID's a bitch. I feel better. All right.
Facts. Thank you so much, Aiko, representing Virginia Tech. I love you, man. Good luck in your next one. Thanks for your time.
Warriors, they have undying respect for each other. They are clearly friends, and it's so important when stuff starts to go wrong, or even when it goes right, you can look to your friends to be the players that you want to play with. Warriors kissing the post on the ball's way in.
I feel like Jarius could be anybody's friend. We're finishing like this. He is just anybody's pal. I think that just about graced the ceiling. He read it all the way and then slotting it in that top right corner. That is just...
Relating Wave. Couldn't find his way past. Metza looks for the setup. Not the best play from Archie. That invites Seiko back in. He beats two. He puts it on net. Oh! It's the double tap to make it 2-1.
Oh, Seiko. That is remarkable. Beating two to the ball from the ceiling and then delicately to the crossbar. Archie thought that was in. Maybe Seiko. Their chance of staying in the series. On the backboard, Metza meets up with Seiko, slowing it down. Metza just holding it. Brilliant stuff. Seiko moving in too. Goes to 50 versus Shawset. Outplays him so consistently. And Metza Norris with the fourth.
Well, I think we now know who you don't want to try and face on in these counterattacks. Seiko has torn them apart.
Yeah.
It has been vicious what he has managed to do. And
you actually have a little bit of extra time. Not now, not with the way these guys play. Relating Wave up at Seiko.
What is going on?
Is locked up with apparently Jack high up on the wall. I've never seen a Rule 1 up there.
Yeah, they'll be there for a little bit.
On that one as well. I mean, Drip had no boost there. That's just how much prowess a player like this has. Axian is going to find the double touch off the wall and at least put one on the board before we hit halfway through regulation.
And a nice little play there. You see, using the air roll wonderfully. Great boost utilization, the positioning, the placement of the shot, all well done.
And we've got a news orb. Orb news. Beep, 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 beep.
It is me again. It is... It is me again. It's News Orb reporting for...
Get in. There's another danger there for Endpoint. Need to avoid. Here's Archie on the challenge. Loses it. This is basically a challenge off in the midfield between him and Seiko. Who can get the pressure and the momentum for his team? Most importantly, get a hold of that territory is Relating Wave. Couldn't find his way past. Metza looks for the setup. Not the best play from Archie. That invites Seiko back in. He beats two. He puts it on net. Oh! It's the double tap to make it 2-1.
Oh, Seiko. That is remarkable. Beating two to the ball from the ceiling and then delicately to the crossbar. Archie thought that was in. Maybe Seiko meant it, but he'll never admit that. The second goal for Endpoint.
This timeout will probably be the longest period that Queso has gone without scoring a goal.
2v2, if there's another player out the game, 1v1, boom, you've got your favored situation as a team. And they're going to continue going for those bumps here. Apparently Jack off the backboard, sends it home, just below the crossbar. Fantastic play from Dignitas and an amazing finish from Jack, jumping up backwards. What a legend.
I feel like you do not teach that in Rocket League school. If you're saying, look, I want to make it to Supersonic Legend, the first thing you'd say would be don't play backwards.
Yeah. And against each other, and they've just been playing this tournament for so long, some of the whiffs could lead to goals. And still more
in terms of Oakland, they've been kind of struggling, right? I mean, you've got some amazing starters on this team. You've got an incredible coach as well. It just feels a little...
What's Rating Wave doing the play? He doesn't know. He just wants to make sure that Rating Wave doesn't get a play anymore. And he just turns back around. Team Queso all over them at the moment.
Uh-oh.
Might get themselves a chance off the backboard, and Rise backs down. Vatira might have caught him off.
Wait.
But Vatira wasn't there. And now the counter-attack. Oh! They go! 2-1! And Team Queso finally slip, and they slip in dramatic fashion.
Vatira did not expect the completely free touch. It came towards...
Passing plays now from Dignitas, trying to work that angle a little bit more just to isolate one of the Queso players.
The top team in Europe is taking it to number 2 as Joyo secures a gorgeous double tap.
You have all this pressure from Dignitas, and then another nasty flick. Right. What? Queso were ridiculous. I said they were grinding it out in their earlier win. Now the free...
Johnny, I appreciate you talking for all of that, but I'm going to speak to you right now as Shogun the person, not Shogun the caster. Please be 1-0. Please, come on. Look, I know it's a big, important game with lots of implications. But what have we ever had a 1? Where's our stats? 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Have we had it? Is this a scorigami?
They handled them like kids. I was like taking candy from a baby. That's what I watched. I watched embarrassment. That's what I watched. I don't know what you saw, Daz, but you might have a different insight on it. But I know you was watching pretty closely. You even said after they started getting mopped, oh, I think it's time for a nap. I don't want to see this right now. This is and V1 came out victorious this weekend. Ooh, and it has hope going into the major. We're bringing a stronger roster, a roster that is more hungry than they've ever been before because they made a land. You see what they do when the pressure is on top of them. The pressure is all over them. They don't have to win. They got to do the most to make it to the land. And they did exactly that. So I'm excited to see what this roster could do at the land.
Shut up. Oh, my God. I'm so tired of you, man.
At some points, a top 4 team. Other points, well, pitching the ball into the net and coming out on top here first for St. Clair.
Great shot from Bussy. You see Drip getting the bump. And then two for right there. I was combining for a superpower shot.
It is a low-key kind of funny that RIT only have one shot and they have one goal. One shot, one opportunity, 100% conversion rate. That's what I like to see. But also, that redirect will make it 2 shots and 2 goals.
RIT feeling real good about that one. You're absolutely right. They're both by Sunblaze. And then you're looking at the other side. You're looking at 4 shots coming out of US.
A couple of really nice challenges, and they're going to win the race here as well. It's completely open, and he didn't even try and pass it off the wall. How about hitting a super tight angle for Tokyo?
He really wanted this one, and he got it. Look at that. That's about 170 degrees, baby. That is nice from Tokyo.